Yo, what's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine. So, um, new season of one of my favorite shows is kicking off in a couple of weeks. Actually, it's coming like maybe in 1 week. Power season 6 is about to kick off. So I want to do a little discussion, do like a little recap, and give some predictions about what's going to happen in this new season. But before I do all that, I got an intro. All right, I'm back. All right, so Power season 6 will be kicking off. I think they said I think it's August 25th. So it's coming real soon. So I've been a big fan since season 1. So that started like in 2013. So this was a show. It's produced. I think it's co-produced by 50 Cent. He's also one of the players. He's also one of the characters in the show, Kanan. I'm gonna talk about that. It's too many characters to talk about individually in detail right now because I wasn't planning on talking for that long. But I will do a character breakdown on some of the main characters. But I plan to do a video where I'm gonna just break down all these characters individually, what they mean to the story, and predictions about them moving forward. Because in a show like this, sometimes characters don't live that long, so that'll make it easier. But I'm gonna go ahead and check this trailer out for season 6 because I didn't get a reaction. I meant to get a reaction if I didn't get one up, but I'm gonna check this trailer out for season 6, and then I'm gonna do a little recap about how they got to where they at. Actually, I'll do the recap first. And then I'm gonna do the trailer, and then I'm gonna talk about season 6. So, okay, so Power is a show about it's the main character is James St. Patrick, all right, played by Omari Hardwick. So he's a club owner. He owns a club and in the daytime, and by night. He's a nightclub. But okay, should I say he's a drug dealer by daytime? He's a drug dealer by day and a nightclub owner by night. So basically, it's about a person leading a double life. He, in the public eye, he's a smooth talking, flashy club owner that has a lot of friends and has a family. That's a family man, but that's all a facade. He's really the biggest distributor of drugs in, I guess they're in New York, on the East Coast. And most of the main plot is him trying to navigate his way through, staying out of jail and keeping his family together. So that's kind of my problems with that character. Because he wants too much. He wants to do too much. And it's okay to have ambition, but sometimes you got to give up something to get something. He tried to get everything and not give up nothing. And then he end up, making things worse or whatever. So that's your main character. So he got a best friend. His best friend named Tommy. That's the guy on the end there. I forgot his real name. I seen him in some other things. He usually play cause he got like a goon look. He played like, the big white guy, the bouncer, the what's the word I'm looking for? The mook, the mob enforcer or something, somebody, cause he's a big dude, and he got like a big chin. So he got that look, So that's his best friend. Now he don't really lead a double life, but he's really he's a drug dealer. He's proud of it, and that's all he want. That's all he want to do. You know. Then he got he got wife and kids. His wife play a big part. Tasha. She knows she's not one of them wives that, oh, my husband's just a club owner. He's not a drug dealer. No, she's not one of them. She is very involved in the business, and she is she's and I didn't care for that character at first, but she really grew on me, and she's very, very loyal, and like I said, she played a big part in running his business. And then you got Angela, which is his childhood sweetheart. Now, she comes into the story. He was, this was an old flame of his, and he met up with her, and he decided, he tried to rekindle it. And that's what I said, where he wants everything. So he wants Angela, but he also want to be married too. So I you see stories like this where dudes are, powerful dudes that, they have a wife or a girlfriend on the side, but it wasn't quite like that. He want her to be his wife too. He's like, he almost wanted two wives. So he want two lives actually, and it's kind of, I think they did that intentionally because Angela is the life he wants as a club owner, and because she didn't know he's a drug dealer, of course. Because I forgot to mention, Angela works for the police. I think she's like a DA. She's a high-ranking, some kind of, she's I can't remember what kind of, she is a law enforcement though, and she's actually pretty high-ranking. So there lies the problem right there. You's a big-time drug dealer, and your girlfriend is a high-ranking police official that don't know you a drug dealer. That is a problem. So that's where I had the problem with Ghost, where I feel like he want too much. He want to have a double life, and you can't do that. It's going to crash. You're going to crash sooner or later when you do that, because he had a life at home with his wife and kids, and then he got a girlfriend, and he didn't let neither one of them know about each other. So he basically trying to go back and forth. And at first I was on his side because I felt like this guy's real smart. He can pull this off. And then it got to a point where dude, you can't pull this off, man. You got to give something up. He wouldn't give nothing up, and I just feel like, man, this dude too greedy. This dude is way too greedy. So that was kind of his downfall too, man. He was too greedy. He had to pick one. I think if he would have picked one, of course the series wouldn't have been going on. But I think he could have been happier if he would have just picked one, but he couldn't. So we got a lot of other characters. But those are your main characters. So you got characters like 50 Cent was basically, when it started off, he was a drug dealer too. He was the main supplier. He was the main distributor of drugs before he got locked up. Now it comes out later, and I think they don't make this a secret that this is how their main character James St. Patrick. Ghost, as they call him. That's how he kind of got his position. He set him up. He got 50 Cent out the way, and now 50 Cent is in jail because he got set up. Now, Ghost don't know that 50 Cent know he set him up, which makes it interesting. So this played like a soap opera / crime drama, which is actually it's good. Because there's a lot of stuff going on. It's like a lot of backstabbing, a lot of stuff like that, and it makes it more interesting because it's a lot of action in it too. It's a lot of, a lot of urban drama, but a lot of stuff going on, a lot of moving parts. But I would say a lot of it is very much fiction because a lot of this stuff. It's too many illegal activities happen and nobody went to jail, and I don't think that could happen. But anyway, you got the 50 Cent character trying to ease his way back into his position. So once he got released from jail, that was his main goal. I'm trying to get back where I was at, because when he get back out, they be like, hey, yeah, times change. You lost your status. You can work under me now. People don't really take that lightly. So okay, that's where we at, man. And a lot of stuff happened with James and Angela for us, because I told you, she's law enforcement. She was clueless to him being a drug dealer for quite some time. It's so funny. It's so funny because she was chasing him. She looks so stupid. Okay. She was chasing the drug dealer. She was chasing ghosts. So she started to get information, slowly get information about, she was slowly getting information about him as a drug dealer. But see, as ghosts, nobody knows his identity. They just know, hey, it's this guy, he's the main supplier. So she's chasing him, and the whole time she's sleeping with him. He's in her house. They seeing each other. And which is, it's ironic. It seems like it's not her fault, but after a while, it's gonna start seeming like you just a little too stupid now. So you don't find that out till way later. You find that out she finds that out later on, a few seasons down the line, who he is. And this is the thing. That's why I said James St. Patrick wants a lot of stuff. He want to be a politician now. And this brings in Lorenz Tate character. I kind of like his character because he's slimy. He's a little slimy little snake, but he's a politician. That's what they are. And so now once Ghost beat jail, now he's I guess he been developing real estate, and I guess he's a real estate developer now, and also I think he's running for some kind of seat. So he's running for some kind of he's been a politician now. So this is the problem where I said he wants too much. He's trying to clean up his drug activity, and he's still trying to be a politician. You got to pick one. You know what I'm saying? You got to leave all that alone and then focus on one thing. But here, he dipped back into this where he's 1 minute he on TV talking about, he's trying to give money to hospitals, and next minute he's following somebody in the alley so he can kill them. You know what I'm saying? So it gets wild like that, man. I think James St. Patrick, man, I liked him at first, but now I feel like, man, he's too greedy, and he's gonna cause his own demise. But that's how these stories end anyway. So we'll see. So man, I'm gonna go ahead and check out this. I'm gonna check out this trailer for season 6. So that's kind of where we at so far. That's kind of like my small recap. Sorry if it wasn't everything. It's too much. We're gonna do a full discussion this Saturday. Me and my partner, and right now I'm just gonna watch this trailer, and I'm just gonna give my little predictions on season 6. So let me check this trailer out for season 6. I actually ain't watched the whole trailer.
Let me ask you a question. When you look in the mirror, what do you even see?
I tried so hard. I can't change what I did, but I can change what I do now.
You couldn't even be there for his family at the time we needed him most.
How would you feel if something really bad happened to him?
To be honest, I don't know.
James, your ship is going down. I ain't going down with it.
We're done with ghosts.
Why was Uncle Tommy after you?
As long as you keep rocking with him, then I can't trust you. Help me get Ghost. This is what I wanted.
Cooper Sacks.
If I can help you, I'm staying. You made this mess, you fix it.
This is war. Ghost, he's out there.
You gonna run or you gonna stand and fight?
Everything I've lost is because of you. My home, my family, my life.
Sometimes the people that you trust the most can turn on you with no warning.
It's the feds that you need to be worried about.
Everything you do is always for you.
You lost me a long time ago, Ghost.
Did you really think I wasn't gonna find out what you did?
I didn't kill her, Reggie. I didn't kill her.
You will.
Oh shit. Okay. Now I knew this was gonna happen. Angela gonna flip. And that's my thing. He been trying to trick her to doing what he want. He been trying to, have good sex with her and keep her happy. And she been trying to be a good cop this whole damn time. They cracking me up. And honestly, she was deep in the game with him so much that she should have been fired and arrested. But guess what? Guess what happened? She got promoted. Which don't even sound right, because the person that they trying to prosecute, you come to find out that your main head investigator is sleeping with that person, and then the whole case got blown up because she messed up. Any other cop would have been fired. That's bull crap. Any other cop would have been fired, if not brought up on charges, if that happened. So I'm looking at the point. I'm watching the show, and as they move forward, Angela keep trying to stay like a good, honest cop in the middle of all this shit. And she's in the middle of it, but she's trying to stay. So she's trying to figure out how to work around things that. And I'm looking like, you already in the game, Angela. Why are you trying to be some honest cop and make things harder? You might as well work with him, and y'all can, get way more done. That's the way I was feeling about her character. She was just too. She's trying to be so goody two shoes, and it's not helping nobody. Because I'm saying you already into this. It ain't like you. And you had chances to leave. You had plenty chances to leave, and she didn't leave. So that's how I feel about that character. When I just saw that scene where she's like, "You will," like, okay, they need to get somebody out the way. So now she's telling him to put in work. So now he's getting a go ahead because of course he didn't want to tell Angela that he sometimes got to kill people. So now she telling him to do it. So now he's like, okay, well, I got to go ahead by you. So she gonna go down. But I'm saying it looks good. It's picking up where it left off. Now you saw he got his son. His son it's tragic what happened with his daughter. So he lost his daughter. That whole scene I felt like it was unnecessary. It was kind of messed up. But he lost his daughter, so now he got his son. Only his son. Well, he got another daughter, but somehow they never showed the kid. He got like a 1-year-old. And one scene she was like 1, and then like the next scene she was like 4. I was like, okay, y'all don't know what y'all want to do with that baby. So just stop. Just stop showing the baby. Just focus on the son. So his son is kind of messed up. His son wanted to be a drug dealer too, and he tried to keep him away from it. He tried to put him in private school, and for somehow his son keep on falling back into it. And he a little shit too. I'm telling you, man. I do not like Tariq. I can't stand that little dude, man. Yeah, because he hate his father now. Everybody hate Ghost now. It's kind of messed up because he tried to do everything for people, and it just bad, So he's ostracized from his family now because Tasha can't stand him. His wife can't stand him because she blamed him for his daughter's death. It kind of was. It wasn't his fault, but it's due to it wasn't his fault directly, but it's due to the life he's in. It led to his doorstep and ended up getting his daughter killed. So, he got to take some culpability in that. And okay, so I mean, everything ultimately is his fault, but it's kind of like I feel like still you still got to take responsibilities for the choices that you make. It's people that's making choices too that they don't want to take responsibility for. Tasha, she want to blame Ghost for everything, but she could have left. She could have took the kids and left a long time ago. But she wanted to be, she wanted the prestige of being, this millionaire's girlfriend. I'm sorry, the millionaire's wife. She was she loved the lifestyle too much, and even though ultimately it goes to Ghost, but it also was her fault too for staying. She could have left, so I don't want to hear that shit. So now they kind of setting up this season Tommy and Ghost because they are very much at odds. Okay, they set that up earlier in another season, and they didn't follow through with that. Now I guess it's really Tommy and Ghost against each other because they was always. I guess they brothers. They like brothers. They grew up together like brothers, and they tried to do that like in season 3 or 4, where they basically take out Ghost and you can take his spot, and because Tommy for real is number 2, Ghost number 1, and he couldn't do it. So then they end up getting right back friends, and they kind of started right back where they left off. And now I feel like this time they like saying, okay, now we're gonna actually have Tommy and Ghost really go against each other. It's war. It's war. But I'm looking like this. Isn't Ghost trying to get out the game? Like, didn't he leave everything? He left everything to Tommy. Tommy got the drug business now. Ghost just got to clean up. He just got to tie up loose ends. But he's officially a politician now. He's officially a politician now. So I don't know. We'll see where it go, man. But I will get a review up for season 6, and I'm gonna have a discussion with. Every episode I'm going to try to do a review for every episode in season 6, and we really did a little discussion. Me and my partner Wilbert, we will do a discussion on our predict. I'm going to get his thoughts on it. You get our thoughts, and we'll get a whole little dialogue going on season 6, and then we're just going to do a recap on the whole. So we're going to try to do that on Saturdays. So be on the lookout for Saturdays around like 12 or 1 o'clock. We'll be streaming. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks for checking out the video. And please subscribe to the channel and give me some thumbs up. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.